In today's world, travel has become so incredibly accessible thanks to technology, remote work, Facebook groups, online communities, credit card points, and apps and websites. Like, I can't believe we live in this day and age where it is now possible to travel for basically next to nothing. My husband, Nick, and I have been traveling for 6 years on the smallest budget. You would honestly probably be a little bit concerned. Like, even right now, I'm recording this in the kitchen. Okay, honestly, I didn't know where else to film it. I don't own this house. I don't rent this house. I am house sitting in New Zealand and exploring this beautiful country for 1 year without paying for any hotels or rent. So in this video, let's talk about how you can do it too. If you want to travel, but you have a very limited budget, there are so many ways to get free accommodation all over the world, and we're going to talk about them right now. The first app or website that I want to talk about is Worldpackers. Worldpackers is a platform that connects travelers with hosts, and these hosts are offering accommodation in exchange for help with tasks around their property. It could be anything from doing reception at a hostel to helping build a fence on a farm, teaching English, gardening, social media help. There are so many different jobs and so many different kind of options here. Basically, volunteer work in exchange for free accommodation and meals. So you can sign up for the platform and kind of browse all the opportunities. You can browse by location or the type of work you want to do, how many hours a week that you're even interested in doing this kind of volunteer work. So for example, you could live rent-free in like Costa Rica or Nicaragua, get all your free meals and like meet friends and travel in exchange for 10 hours, 20 hours a week, helping a local business with tasks. It's a win-win for both the organization and for the traveler. The next platform is called WWOOF. It's been around forever. WWOOF stands for Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms. And so this is kind of a similar thing. It offers travelers the chance to stay on farms all over the world. And then you're offering farm work in exchange for a place to stay. So very similar to Worldpackers, you're offering your time and a little bit of work for free accommodation and meals, but woofing is specific to farm work, whereas Worldpackers can be basically anything, as I mentioned. Now, moving away from the work for accommodation kind of setup for a second, I want to talk about a app or website called iMoova. So if you've ever dreamt about doing like a van life trip or a camper van kind of RV trip throughout a country, I think mostly this is like US, Australia, Canada, New Zealand. iMoova is a relocation service that offers travelers the chance to drive camper vans at a discounted rate, like heavily discounted, in exchange for relocating the vehicles to a different place. Okay, like so for example, if someone picked up a camper van from LA and then they drove it on their trip and they dropped it off in Denver, that company now wants that camper van back in LA. So given that you're available to pick it up in Denver and drop it off in LA, you can rent that camper van for like $1 a day. This is a really cheap way to travel via camper van because we all know camper van rentals can be really expensive. And then you're also not paying for nights in a hotel because you're just sleeping in the back of the van. Similarly, there's also this other website called Transfercar, which is very similar. It's like the same kind of thing, but it's not all just camper vans and motorhomes. It's also just like regular cars too. So again, if you're looking to save money on a car rental, this would be a really great way where you can get a car for free or $1 a day. Next, I want to talk about one that is near and dear to my heart, and that is trusted house sitters. So I'm currently on a house sitting assignment right now, like I said, in New Zealand. We're house sitting in New Zealand currently, but we have been house sitting since 2020. My husband and I have saved over $15,000, almost $20,000 now on rent and accommodation just by house sitting all over the world. So basically you're trading your services as a house sitter, so you're living in somebody's house and taking care of their pets in exchange for a free place to stay. So if someone's going on vacation, you can fill in and live in their house and basically cosplay as them for as long as their vacation is. A huge question I get asked is like, how long are these house sitting assignments? And they can be anything. We've done house sits that are only for 1 weekend, and we've done house sits as long as 4 months long. So it really depends what you're looking for. You can sort by the duration of how long you want to house sit. You can look all over the world, and it's just such a great way to travel. I should mention that like a lot of people ask, okay, well, for these things, are your flights covered and that kind of thing? I mean, maybe sometimes, I guess. That has never been the case for us. All of these things are more so like you're already going to this place, okay? So you're already planning on going to Italy next summer. Why pay for a hotel when you can just pop on Trusted House Sitters and see if there are any available house sits in Italy for next summer. Now, I kind of want to dive into Facebook groups for a bit here because I think Facebook groups are so underutilized by people who don't travel. So for example, one that I personally love as a woman is called Host a Sister, and Host a Sister is a community-driven Facebook group where female travelers can connect with each other all over the world and put each other up for a free place to stay here and there, do home swaps, and that kind of thing. There are loads of travel groups on Facebook for all genders, so it's definitely worth looking into. Nick and I are actually in the middle of starting our own Facebook community for this kind of thing, so if you're interested in joining something like that, or even our email list where we're going to be launching group trips and other kind of travel opportunities, just comment down below, let me in, and we will be sure to add you to that. And on the topic of Facebook groups, if you didn't want to pay the annual fee for something like Trusted House Sitters, you can do house sitting arrangements for free just in Facebook. So my recommendation for finding house sitting opportunities all over the world on Facebook is searching per specific location. So for example, searching House Sitting Costa Rica and then joining the House Sitting Costa Rica Facebook group and browsing opportunities and connecting to homeowners from there. The next platform I want to talk about, and I don't speak Spanish, okay? So don't drag me too hard, but it's called Pueblo Ingles. And this is a language immersion program in Spain where travelers can participate as English-speaking volunteers. So if you are a fluent English speaker, this is a volunteer English teaching program. If doing a cultural exchange in somewhere like Spain would interest you, you can check their calendar on their website. They have all the program dates there, and then you can apply for any specific program. And then after going through a selection process, you may be accepted to go do a week-long cultural exchange in Spain. Like, how cool is that? Next, let's talk about home swap. So if you are a homeowner, this is like the perfect way to travel or dip your feet into traveling. There are home swapping platforms like HomeExchange is the biggest one that allow travelers to swap homes with someone else around the world for free accommodation. Travelers can sign up, list their home, and reach out to other members on the website to set up a home swapping opportunity. There is an annual fee for this website as well. And honestly, for any of these websites that have an annual fee, like they're honestly equivalent to one night in a hotel, maybe 2 nights in a hotel. This is such a great option. There are 150,000 members in 145 countries on this website. This is just such a cool idea. And it wouldn't be a budget travel video unless we talked about Couchsurfing. So Couchsurfing is what it sounds like, but Couchsurfing is also the name of a very popular platform for a reason that connects travelers with local hosts who offer free accommodation in their homes. This is not an exchange for anything. It's just travelers helping travelers out. Couchsurfing is the OG. They have been around forever. And like truly, it's just such a great resource. Okay, so we are a gatekeeping free channel over here. We are on a mission to make travel feel more accessible for everyone else. I know that when we first started traveling, we were living paycheck to paycheck. It felt so far out of reach to even be able to leave the country. And so now we're here to share everything that we've learned along the way with you. If you have any other resources, please add them in the comments. It helps everybody who's watching this video get a little bit closer to chasing their dreams. Also, if you've missed our last couple videos about travel jobs, side hustles, and that kind of thing, make sure to check those out, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.